Hey, Buff Nation, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. Welcome to the Buffalo Stampede at home. We got the head coach of the Buffaloes, Karl Dorrell, checking in with him once again. I think we talked to him a week or so ago about kind of how the staff is working its way through kind of the craziness we're dealing with. Coach, we want to get you on today. We've got the NFL draft coming up this weekend. Laviska Shenault, Steven Montez, maybe Davion Taylor may hear their names called. And I think you bring kind of a unique perspective of what it means for a player. A weekend like this, you've been a college coach, you've been an NFL coach, you've seen every single side of this. It's a big weekend for these young men, isn't it?
It's a huge weekend. In a lot of respects, it's their dreams coming true. Getting a chance to play in the National Football League, being drafted. Those are big moments that I think you think about as a child. You go to high school feeling the same way. You enter college, you're thinking the same way, and then now you're on the doorstep. So it's definitely a big weekend.
Karl, I wonder, because of the transition, have you had much conversation with Laviska or Steven or Davion at all and be able to give them any advice? Or I know that's kind of an odd thing. They're walking out the door while you're coming in, but has there been much contact with those guys?
Not much. I did meet both Tony and Laviska and Davion, actually. And, they're excited about the opportunity that's in front of them. And they should be. They had good college careers. Now they get a chance to display their talents on the next level. I just expressed to them just real quickly when I met them about, it's a great challenge that's in front of you. It's going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication on your side. One thing about playing in the National Football League, all the players do a great job of staying in shape and taking care of themselves. It's a yearly process, so there is really no off season. And, so they need to understand those aspects, which I think college prepares them for. But it's definitely changing it in a lot of ways in terms of their diet, what they're thinking about each and every day, how they're helping themselves improve, having all the different people around you that are supposed to be in your support system to make you be the best that you can be in all certain areas. So it's an exciting time for them for sure.
I think about the staff you put together, Karl. I would have to think with all the NFL experience you've got on that staff, for a young man out there thinking about coming to Colorado, that's got to be quite a draw, I would think, considering what you yourself and your years in the NFL and the guys in your staff who've been in the NFL, what you can teach a young player about what it means and how the next step, can't you?
Absolutely. That was really the goal for me when I built my staff. Was I wanted great teachers, great mentors, and I also wanted some NFL experience like myself that can help shed, a little bit of the experience of what it takes to play on that level. And I feel really good about the quality that I have on my staff. I got guys with NFL experience on both sides of the ball. And and they're great teachers, and I think they'll be great mentors. They'll help get our guys prepared for that next step. But we got a long way to go from our current team to playing and all that stuff. That's really the focus on my mind, but it's definitely an exciting time for the guys that are leaving.
I'm thinking about one of your previous stops here. You had an opportunity, and I'm thinking about that 92-93 range when you had a guy named Charles Johnson, you had a guy named Michael Westbrook, you had a guy named Ray Caruth, who are all first-round NFL draft picks. You had a chance to coach at that point in time. What was it like kind of dealing with a group that was that ultra-talented at the college level that all went on to the NFL and were very successful?
That was a very, very unique time. And those are the kind of stories that I've been telling the team that I currently am coaching now about, it wasn't very long ago where we had some really, really talented teams and we won a lot of games and it took a lot of hard work and sacrifice to get to that level. And it was a team concept. It was a culture that we had there that we're trying to restore back to the future in 2020. And, that group of receivers were very, very hard workers in practice. Very prideful. There was a brotherhood about them, in terms of, them competing against our DBs. And, we kind of created that edge for ourselves in practice that made both groups better. And I think it really portrayed itself on game days, too, on Saturdays. We always had a lot of confidence that we can accomplish a lot of stuff. And all those guys you mentioned, all, obviously first-round draft picks. Very productive, very confident, very talented individuals, but it all came from a lot of hard work.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Well, it's a great weekend for a number of Buffaloes who hope to hear their names called in the draft over the course of 3 days. Also, some free agents get an opportunity somewhere. Coach, great to catch up with you, and let's keep our fingers crossed that pretty soon we're talking about some real football.
Absolutely. We're waiting on those days right now, counting them down.
I like it. That's Coach Karl Dorrell for the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on the Buffalo Stampede at Home.